Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Theta, and we are here with another episode of RahXephon. Of course, still in the solo recording phase. And you may have noticed that I've done my... Sorry, I have my thought here. I've done my old style thing of starting the episode with the intro already playing, as I've done with another things before. Only because I don't actually have that much to talk about from last episode. First off the bat, though, thank you to Yuki Ali once again for sponsoring this. The main takeaway I remember from the last time we watched was that I think that this episode might be the episode I've been waiting for the whole time. Thus, the apprehension to getting into it. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I think the real disappointment with being wrong is the fact that I really wanted to bring somebody on the journey with me to get here. Because to me, this is one of the more impactful moments in anime. Maybe because I saw it like real early aughts, so it kind of shaped my taste in anime. The moment specifically. So I kind of like want somebody else to go through that with me. So hopefully you, the viewer, if this is like the first time going through, you get that experience. But otherwise, oh, also I didn't bring up the board because the board has no changes to it.
どうなの？ラーゼフォンは脱出後北上。その後強力な磁気嵐が発生してロストしました。現在
Oh, that's right. Ayato also came out of Tokyo Jupiter with that girl. Who was bleeding blue, by the way, but could not tell herself that she was. What's interesting, was that a thunderstorm, or was the Tokyo Jupiter globe itself doing that? I'm guessing thunderstorm. We didn't see it happening there in the distance.
ここはどこ？山を降りながら、神名君はこの世界のことを話してくれました。私は混乱しています。すぐには理解できません。でもこれは現実みたいです。亡くなったと思っていた世界。12年時のずれた本当の世界。
I mean,
じゃあ、
he's actively telling you about it right now.
今まで
Seems
の
like.
私は何？わかりません。
朝日奈、おいでよ。
Oh boy. That's foreshadowing.
ここから見える街が暖かいはずの街の光が自分自身が
I mean, I get it. Ayato is happy to have somebody to share this problem that he's been having this whole time with.
もう少しなんとか。
嫌だったら他の店行きな。
その値段でいいです。お金はプリペイドカードでください。
どうだった？
うん。結構高く売れたよ。
そっ
It
か。
was what, like $500
よか
bucks?
った。
I don't know why they were so valuable watches. Were they military?
ありがとう。プレゼント。
金の半分はお前んだぜ。自分で買ったようなもんじゃんか。
うん。出してくれたのは神名君じゃない。
朝日奈、本当にこれでよかったのか。
My mind is looking back to that door that said they opened at 9 and closed at 22.
すいません。長距離切符買い
Just
たいんです
thinking
け
how
ど、プリ
useful
ペ
it
イド
would
カードで
be
いいですか？
if
構いませんよ。
じゃあこれ
everything
で
used military time.
で、どちらまで？
鹿児島まで1枚。
神名君は誰かから逃げている。それは私にもわかります。でもそれは誰かが彼を必要としているからです。この世界には彼を求めている人がいるのです。それに比べて私は何なのでしょう。私には誰もいない。どうしようもないほど。
You'd think they'd be looking for the RahXephon before you'd be looking for both of you. Well, except for specifically those 2 to 3 people that would be looking for you specifically. 5 or 6. There's a lot. There's a lot. Never mind. I take it back.
こんにちは、ヒロコ。あなた、誰？私のこと忘れたの？冷たいな。何のこと言ってるの？中では真実が見えない。けどあなたは外に出たの。だから今は真実が見えるはず。本当の色がわかるはず。ほら。あなた、誰なのよ。
Duh. I don't remember the evil face, though.
夢か。
私たちの生活を脅かす人類の敵ムーリアン。ムーリアンは青い血液を流します。青い血の人間を見た方は今すぐ政府にご一報を。
Except that everyone has blue blood, technically.
恐ろしい侵略者なのです。
そいつで ID をチェックしたことは分かってる。七草を見せろ。ん？
Yeah.
証拠品だ。帰ってくる
So
なんて思
careful
うなよ。
to
そんな。
take different rides and everything, but didn't change the times on their
あんたみ
watches.
たいな善良な市民が違法行為をするわけないよな。この辺りに間違いない。5A は多分山の方だ。森の中か湖の底。
5A?
はい。
髪型は同じ？メガネとかは？
この写真通りでしたよ。
I thought the RahXephon was M-type specimen 1. Why would it be called 5A?
もっと賢い子だと思ってたんだが。切符は払い戻しが効くんだったな。
ええ。
鹿児島行きの切符を買っています。おそらくその辺りに潜伏してるんでしょうな。いえいえ、それでは。
Then I'd trace it back to his
どこにか
card
けてたんすか？
for
一
refund.
式の野郎だよ。
ああ、白蛇か。
連合統括部に暗号通信。目標は鹿児島方面に向かったと見せかけているが、真の目的地は不明。調査はなお続行する。
Oh,
あの、
that got me. I was wondering why he only bought one ticket. I assumed they bought the tickets separately,
少しは連中の目を
so it
ご
would
ま
look
かせ
like
ま
there
す
were 2
ね。
different people
さあ、
traveling.
そこをすり減らしに行くぞ。
なんか楽しそうっすね。
猟犬は狐が賢いほどやる気を出すものさ。
See, they would have fooled me, and I've watched the show before, so
ううん、大丈夫。
先にシャワー使っていいよ。え？あ、そう
fuck.
いう意味じゃなくて
I think this is the episode.
へえ。景色は捨てたもんじゃないよ。海がよく見える。朝比奈？朝比奈、聞こえてるか？どうした？気分でも悪いのか？
So bad gums. Oh, never mind. You're going crazy.
朝比奈、返事してくれよ。
なんでもない。なんでもないの。ちょっとめまいがしただけ。お腹が減ってるせいよ、きっと。
何食べよっか。
I am in trouble.
とんかつはどう？
お肉っていう気分じゃない。
だったら
Is that
最
what
低だ
she's
な。
saying, or
うどんはあれだ
people
し、
like that?
焼き魚とか。
Also, US flag in the back left.
やっぱ具合でも悪いんじゃないか？
神名くん、私ね、聞いてほしいことがあって。
なんだよ、急に改まって。
私ね、本当は。
Yeah. So I was just pointing out.
私、ボンゴレが
So
食
it's
べ
what,
たいの。
Brazil and Korea?
いいよ。
Is it Iran? I don't know that one. Iran and France? Anyway, he knows. He obviously knows she's a Mulian. Super obvious to him. Even if she doesn't confess it, it's not
連れはい
important.
なかったか。
連れかどうかは分かりませんが、同じ年頃の女の子が一緒におりましたね。
アルバイト？
うん、日払いのやつ。
神名くん、責任感じてそんなことするの？
違うよ、朝比奈。俺だっていつまでもこんなこと続けられないことくらい分かってるんだ。ただ時間が欲しいんだ。考える時間がさ。今はどうすればいいのか分からないけど、時間があれば見えてくると思うんだ。
神名くん、私。
心配すんなって。いつかラーゼフォンを使って東京から守やお前の両親を連れ出してやるから。
気がつく
I didn't know that would be the best thing
私
either.
の思い出に家族がいません。私は誰？私は人ではないのでしょうか。だから私の血
I
は
know she's going
青い
through
の
a
でしょう。
lot. That kimono
こ
thing
ん
is
な
pretty
自分
cute.
は嫌いです。人でないかもしれない自分は怖いです。あなたに本当のことを打ち明けたら、そうしたら、それでもあなたはわからない。わかりません。
Of course he would. He'd be fine.
私、あなたに嫌われたくない。絶対に。
All Ayato wanted was a sense of normalcy, and you've literally given that to him.
私はなんで生まれてきたのでし
He
ょう。
could not be happier right now. Well,
神な
in the present, he could not be happier right now. Oh, using books as a
追い込み
pillow.
ましたね。
あの船、どこ行くのかな。
外国だろ？ヨーロッパとかアフリカとか。
いいな。
I just think about a week ago, those places didn't
こ
exist.
の間まで世界って東京だけだって信じてたんだよね。
朝比奈、行ってみたい国あるの？
ここではないどこかの国。すごく遠い知らない国。
And technically, every country be that right now. You're not even...
私ね、私本当はごめん。
I was gonna say technically she's in the future, so everything is
朝比奈、
an unknown country at this point.
朝比奈、あのさ、俺のお母さん、本当のお母さんじゃなかったんだ。冷たいとこもあったけど、いいとこだってあったんだ。うまく言えないけど、信じてたんだ。なのに、笑っちゃうよな。本当の母さんじゃなかったなんて。俺って何なんだろう。俺、なんで生まれてきたんだろう。
Ah, the why is never the important question.
私もう神名くんしかいない。
朝比奈。
なんだと 5A が動いています。移動を始めたぞ。方角にものすごいスピードで 5A が
どうした？
I must be forgetting something about it being called 5A.
朝比奈、ダメだよ。
神名くん、神名くんってあったかいね。
おい、なんだあれ。何？
何あれ？
ドーレム、
トーレム？
俺たちの敵だよ。
敵？
あれはラーゼフォン。
はい、これ神だ。
そうか、そうなんだな。朝比奈、俺東京で自分には失うものなんて
He did
何
look
もな
good
い
with
と思っ
glasses
たん
on.
だ。
Better than normal, I think.
でも違った。俺には守らなきゃいけないものがあった。俺はお前を守る。お前を守りたい。
神名くん。
だから戦ってくる。俺、あいつを倒してくる。
神名くん、私言わなきゃいけないことがあって。
大丈夫。必ず帰ってくる。だから、ここで待っててくれ。
私ね、神名くんともっといっぱい話したいの。神名くんのこともっと知りたいの。私のこともっと知ってほしいの。だから、神名くん、私ずっと待ってる。ずっと待ってるから。ここで待ってるから。ありがとう。
The problem is knowing I know what's about to happen. I can't comment on it because I don't think that she know. I mean, she knows that she is, but I don't know that she knows that she's connected to this. Okay, so it was just something she was seeing etched into the world around her, and now this one is visually making it happen.
伝えなきゃ。伝えなきゃ。伝えなきゃ。あやとくんに。
God, this is such a painful scene. He said it shaped how I feel about anime.
あやとくん。
これは何だ？何が起きてるんだ？
For years.
決めたんだ。俺決めたんだ。守るんだ。俺は。
Minato doesn't know what he's doing.
守るんだ。俺は守ってやるんだ。俺は朝比奈を。
And that's what makes him faultless here. And makes it so much more horrible.
言わなくっちゃ。あやとくんに。
I don't remember Ayato's eyes going full red. He's so focused. He can't fucking see it. Oh man, what is it with recent recordings of shit written in lights? It gets me all teared up. This and Gunbuster.
すまないが部屋には入らないでくれ。
Again, everyone here is blameless. There's like literally no pulling anything back from this. It had to happen.
さあ行こうか。しっかりしろ。
That better be her watch. Oh, the fucking organization. I didn't even remember this part.
猟犬は追われるのには慣れていないんだ。
For me, my memories of the show end right there. Not at the, I think maybe a little bit of him coming into the hotel room and then Ayato just being there. I certainly don't remember the organization. Certainly, I don't think I remember anything after this. This has been the most poignant thing of part of the anime that's stuck in my brain. And it does not get easier to watch. Jesus. No, but seriously, if you haven't watched our Gunbuster reaction, I have both a solo and one with Justin. And episode 6, not gonna spoil, also features a message written in the lights of a city, or I guess more than a city. Gets to me too, I guess. Just writing messages in the lights of a city, it's just a fucking way to mess with my emotions. But I mean, obviously, that was so much more. And I don't know why, but I remember the scene being longer. Like, I don't know why, but in my head, she gets tormented for a lot more and says a lot more stuff. But I guess that's just 23 years or so of, you know, my brain adding added content to it.
巡り合えし彼女の友君を知るや青き空青き海原次回第20楽章あやなす人の戦い世は音に満ちて
World suffused with sound. Well, I will say, I think if I was gonna make a list of the top 10 greatest moments in anime, in my opinion, because obviously, as has been expressed over time, while I have been watching anime for a very long time, I am no expert, and for long periods of it, I was not watching anime. Like, the way that I discovered Gundam Wing, and then did not understand that there was an actual Gundam series for years. Like, I went from Gundam Wing, I think, to maybe like Lion Barrels of Iron, which I consider to be a horrible mecha show for some reason. But, as I was saying, if I was going to make a top 10 best moments in anime, even, let's say, just the stuff that we've watched on this channel before, that should parse it down, and you can debate with me in the comments if you want to, that this would easily be on that list. Hell, I mean, debate with me if this would even make your top 10s, and if it's your much wider spectrum of anime than mine. But like I said, this one shaped my my expectations for what an emotional scene should be. If I seem sometimes like I don't react to a lot of shit that's happening, it might be because I'm expecting a twist of this level, or I'm I'm looking for an impact, and a lot of times the impact that shows are expecting to have are sub this. I'm not saying other shows are bad or anything like that. I'm just saying that this has molded me, and there is no taking it back. This was an amazing build up. This was an amazing, I don't want to call it a payoff, but it was an emotional gut punch. And you could, without watching the rest of the show, I think you could take this show out. I'm not the show. You could take this episode out of the entire RahXephon, frame it as its own short OVA, and I believe everything in this is so encapsulated as to be able to watch it by itself. You understand what the Moulians are due to the theater scene, right? You understand that she's seeing things that Yato isn't seeing. You understand that stuff is going on. She wants to tell him a thing. You might think it's about being a Moulian, but it's actually that she loves him and she wants to spend all of her time with him. You don't have to understand who the people that are looking for him are. You just need to know that people are looking for him. It is a perfect episode. And I don't say that often. Y'all know I'm like the heel of the channel. I have been no matter who has been co-hosting with me, and I've typically been a hater for most stuff. And I mean, I can't pull that back, but that's how you know when something's really good, at least for me, is that I will go to length to talk about it. This was a perfect episode of anime, and I just do not know how many other things I can say that about. So, if I don't thank you for anything else, Yuki Ali, I thank you for this episode specifically. It's horrible, but that what makes it the best. Again, nobody is at fault this episode. Everybody played their parts exactly the way they needed to be played, exactly as the way you'd expect each individual character to be written if they thought about themselves in a real way. It's perfect. Um, Otherwise, some bookkeeping. Let's go to the board real quick. Bringing it up here. Actually, I'm going to move it over here so I can see my overlay while I'm doing it. Because obviously, we have some regrettable bookkeeping to do. Unfortunately, I hate this. One part of the concept board is that it automatically latches onto certain parts. Otherwise, I think there's one more thing. I believe these two are not friends. Let's see, can I? There we go. Quite obviously, not aligned. Send that to back, and that is our new update. I don't think much else needs to be said here. Obviously, I already had her as friend, and she's already heavily indicated that she was in love with him without the whole lights thing. So that's unchanged. Yeah. I don't know what else to add here. Normally, at this point, I would go back and I would do a second watch through just to make notes about stuff. But there's nothing to take notes about here. This is the emotional impact episode. Um, we've got the ties already here on the board. That's done. Otherwise, everything in the episode would just be me pointing out, okay, that was that flag. Okay, she spotted this. She saw that. She had another form that controlled a dolem. We know They're just singing people in Tokyo Jupiter that control the dolems. It's not a noteworthy thing. And the people from the Foundation showing up at the very end of the episode to take Yato in. We've seen them. Their mystery is still a mystery. There's nothing to be picked up there. So I'm going to choose this time, and I'm sorry, Yuki Ali, if you wanted me to do it. If you did, toss me a note after you see this. I'll do a special for you if you ask for it. But otherwise, I think I've already just yapped on long enough. I think this episode is best left as it lies, as you've seen me do it, and as you yourself would take it in. So yeah, perfect episode of anime. Just one more time, I'll say that. But thank you for joining me. Once again, I have been Theta. This has been Stoneface Reactions, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?